Well, good morning and welcome back to my channel, you guys. Yay! Okay, so on this week's Have You Seen, we're gonna dive into Extinction, the movie that's on Netflix, featuring Michael Pena, and I forget her name, but she's a really good actress too. She got the big blue eyes. Other people might say she look like Zoe Deschanel, but you know, whatever. So forgive my appearance. You know how I am. I do this in the mornings, waiting for my manager. Anyway, let's get to it because I can't spend all day on here. So I was actually really excited to watch this movie, and yeah, so Michael Pena's character Peter is having a bit of a nightmare situation. I guess you'd call it a nightmare, but it's like premonitions or dreams that, you know, precede him and, you know, tell him or warn him about what's going on. So he's having these dreams about like what looks to be like an invasion of some sort. You know, I don't know if it's aliens or not, but it's definitely something. Sorry, so he is having problems sleeping. His wife obviously hates it because you keep waking her up. And then like he is, I guess his family feels like he's being neglectful of them. Understandably so. He feels bad for that, so he's trying to make up for it by, you know, taking them out. Let's go to the pier. I don't know, anyone who's gonna go to the pier. The pier has to have a really good viewing quality if that's something that people get excited about. Little girl Lucy, the little daughter, she's super excited about it. Hannah, who seems to be, you know, rebellious. She got the haircut of a 30-year-old office lady who, you know, is very snarky and talks shit to you and kind of bitchy and probably keeps all the pins to herself and doesn't share with anybody. She's like a little elevator girl. I don't know why she's doing it. She's just doing it. She's strange. So anyway, he goes off to work, you know, another day. He's kind of like feeling like he's in a fucking hamster wheel or something, and it's just another day of work. He eventually passes out at work because he's, you know, having these damn nightmares at work now, and it's getting crazy. And he's telling his wife, you know, okay, fine, I'm gonna go see somebody. He actually has to get the number from his boss, who happens to be Luke Cage himself. Oh, I look at Netflix putting their people in stuff, different types of stuff. That's nice. More work checks, whatever. So anyway, he tells him you could leave early if you take this number to this place that can help you with, you know, the nightmares that you're having, to help you, you know, return back to some semblance of normalcy. So, you know, he takes it. Whatever. He ends up passing out. He misses the entire pier date that he sets with his family. His wife is over it until, you know, because she's having a really good time at her job. She just got like a promotion and everything. So they have like a little get together, and the neighbors are there. Neighbors are concerned about him too. He's just like walking around the party like brooding and not really conversing with anyone. So he's being a little weird, and it's concerning, you know, to say the least. I would probably be concerned too. So during the party, you know, while everybody's leaving, there's lights in the sky, and Peter is telling his neighbor friend, like, hey, do you see these lights? And he's like, yeah, of course I fucking see them. And that's when shit pops off. It moves really fast. It moves so fast. So, sorry, hold on. So anyway, with that being said, everything just happens really quickly. Like, the alien looking things are like killing everybody and shooting up everything and blowing up shit, and Peter's got to try to save his family. His neighbor's got his family, and they're all trying to stick together, and the aliens are coming into the building and shooting everybody and making sure nobody escapes. We gotta get rid of all of you. It's like an extermination, basically. And so they managed to get a gun from one of the alien people that breaks into Peter's apartment. And the guns are, you know, the weapons are biometrically, I guess you could say, locked Like, only the person who actually owns the gun can shoot it. It's made specifically for that person to shoot. Like, if you put it in your hands, it's not going to shoot for you because your prints aren't matched. Your DNA is not matched to that weapon. So, you can't use it. But Peter is able to override that because he's smart. Smart cookie. And I was wondering how he was so goddamn smart. And they make him look like a janitor. I was wondering, I was like, why is everybody dressed like that? Why are they dressed like janitors? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. So, short for short, they're trying to get their family out of there. Their apartment gets blown up by the little alien people. Ships that are in the sky, blows up their apartment, kills the other family that's with Michael Pena's family, and his family manages to escape to get down to the tunnels that his wife knows about because, you know, her company, they deal with clearing them or making them safe or whatever they do. I really didn't know what they were doing or what they do for work. I knew nothing about that. So, so they get to the tunnels. Mommy gets shot. She's hurt. Oh, it hurts so bad, you know. She's like bleeding out. And the girls are upset by this. Clearly, of course. Fucking alien that Peter took the gun from is stalking him because it's got like a tracking device, like a GPS on the gun. So he can see where his gun is going. So he's able to follow Peter and his family. He follows them into the tunnel. They confront each other. Peter whoops the alien's ass, crushing the helmet. But as we look in the helmet, it's a human! Oh my god, it's humans! It's people! Why are humans attacking humans? That's what I was saying. I was like, what the hell is going on? I feel so stupid. I am confusion at this point. So I was like, and he looks really young, the guy in the alien looking suit. I was like, why would you do that? And a point was made that maybe they wouldn't be able to, they didn't know if they would be able to breathe the air or not back on Earth. That's actually later in the movie, sorry. So at first he doesn't talk very much when Peter is asking him questions, but he does let him know, I can, you know, they have to hurry up and move the wife, and that's when they get to the factory that Peter works at because it's supposed to be safe haven. That's why they went through the tunnels, because his visions, he meets up at work with the boss. I think his boss's name was Michael, the Luke Cage guy. Well, I don't know his real name. That's so sad. But anyway, so the doors open and everybody's like rushing out and oh god, no, we're safe. We're trying to escape. And you know, it's just us. We're trying to escape. And they let them inside along with the alien human dude. The human guy. I should stop calling him an alien because he's a human. He's a person. Yes, he's a person. They let him inside. And that's when finally the guy, Miles is his name, tells them, you know, so he doesn't get killed, like, hey, I can help her. Because at first they weren't trying to help her. They're like, you know, she's, you know, what the help that she needs, we ain't got it. So we'll do the best we can, you know, to keep her comfortable. But Miles actually, you know, intercepts and says, hey, I can help her. I know how to help her. And in the midst of that, of helping her, that's when we discover some weird shit. Okay? So they go down, I don't know, like a basement or a bunker area to, you know, get her the help she needs. And Miles has to cut her open, and you know, obviously that's a little jarring because you're cutting somebody open. That's somebody's mama. So he's cutting her open, and then he pulls a flap of her skin. She is a fucking machine. I'm like, Peter, You were married to a goddamn android this whole time, bro. It's crazy. And you did not know. That's crazy. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm losing my mind. So he's like, I have to connect her to an alternative power source. And Peter's like, how we do that? And he looks at him and he's like, yeah, you an android too, bro. She's gonna have to use your battery. And you're, oh no, everyone's an AI. What is going on? So he has to cut himself open to get to the power source inside of him, and that's when all the memories come rushing back to him, that he is actually a part of a large community of androids or AIs that were made by humans at one point, and they, I guess, were lower than from some humans' perspectives, and they eventually just took over, and there was an uprising of the AIs, and they took over the planet, which subsequently meant that humans had to escape. So humans escaped to Mars and just let them, I guess they said, y'all can have this shit, we'll be back. We'll be back for our stuff, but y'all can have it for now. So they leave Earth to the AIs, who, most of them, some members don't, but most of them have their memories wiped, and a new memory made for them, especially for Peter and his family. Like, this is your family, this is your wife, these are your 2 daughters, who they actually meet the 2 girls because their parents were killed because they were humans, but the girls were AIs. So they take them in, they're now a family. And after all of that, you know, receiving that information, they have to hurry up and try to get to the train. And Miles, you know, has to, I guess he stays there because obviously, what are you going to do? You can't go with the AIs. So he says, you know, I'll stay down here, you know, try to tell them that no one's here. You guys, you know, escape, get out of here. So they actually do get out of there. They make it by the hair of their teeth. And, you know, the humans are just gaining footing in that place. They have conquered that place that the AIs are in, and that they have to try to escape. So they have to get to like some underground place that his boss tells him about. His boss actually is like, oh, you remember now, when they finally get on the train, him and the wife. And he tells him, like, yeah, I know now. You know, does everybody else know? And he was like, we'll have to let them know, because, you know, everybody is going to have to fight. We're going to have to take back our home. And I was just like, this is insane. Like, this whole thing is insane. And so that's pretty much where the movie ends, them on their way to the underground place by train. And it was really cool because the tracks kind of retract into the ground over, you know, under the water that they were over. And they're, I guess, off in the mountains somewhere. So I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a part 2 type of thing. I remember that one show on Sci-Fi Channel with aliens that were on the planet, and they were living life like regular humans, but they were aliens. I forget the name of that show, but they had like these interesting uniforms. Anyways, it kind of reminded me of that. So there is that. My overall consensus on the movie, I thought it was a really good movie. Some parts were a bit confusing, but you get over it really quickly. It does move at a rather fast pace. And you get confused and you're like, what the hell is going on? Why is this happening? This is so weird. But it's you can enjoy it. I definitely could say it's better than how it ends. You got my word on that. So thank you for joining me today, you guys. I will see you again. I have to do an upload on 2 episodes of Insecure because I am behind, but I'm about to do it. And then I have to do some episodes of Fear the Walking Dead, which came back, and apparently I am behind by 3 episodes. I'm very disappointed in myself. But thank you for joining me today. If you would like to, please subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date, as well as receive, my content, which I will continue to do, and I'll continue to get better. I'm trying to be consistent. I promise I will get much better with my recording and eventually editing my videos. But for now, we're just gonna have to do this because that's all I got time for until my laptop stops working or starts working a lot better. Alright, so subscribe to my channel, like, comment, please. I would love to interact with you guys, so comment on what you thought about this film if you've seen it. That's why it's titled Have You Seen? So if you've seen it, can you please let me know your thoughts on it? You can follow me on Twitter at LaSmalls86, or you can follow me on Instagram as well. I'll put that in my little box below, but please do hit that subscribe button. If you want notifications for when my uploads are up, hit the little bell. That'll let you know. And I will see you guys later because I actually have to get to my day job. But thanks for joining me.